WIFO-FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn & Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO 105.5 FM Big Dog Country Radio.
And again, we're going to remind everybody that Van's Barbecue is one of our sponsors. They're selling hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving. Whole hams, $99. Half a ham, $59.99. Whole turkeys, $49.99. Again, if you'd like to get a turkey or ham for Thanksgiving, make an order. Call Van's Barbecue at 912-427-3358. Ask for Sarah Van or James Van. Once again, hams and turkeys this Thanksgiving holiday, 427-3358, the number to make an order.
Okay, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. Bob, we got a guest in here this morning.
Yeah, we got Donald Mixon with Evac Life Team. 10-year anniversary, is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's right. It's already been 10 years.
Donald, how you doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We've had a real successful 10 years, and we're just excited to celebrate it with the community.
Well, I'm just glad that y'all decided to put the pad here in the hangar here in Jessup. It's very convenient for us. I know that y'all serve counties all around, but it, as Bob mentioned a moment ago off air, that it's saved a lot of lives here in this area, having an evac to take someone in an emergency situation up to Savannah.
Yes, sir. That's exactly right. You know, the statistics show that if you live more than 25 miles from the trauma center, your chances of dying in an accident double. And if you live more than 50 miles from a trauma center, your chances of dying in an accident triple. Not because of the level of care you receive in that area, but just the distance to get you to the trauma surgeon. So,
well, we had it happen just a few weeks ago here, when the coach for Burke County had his situation on the sidelines there. You had medical people right there, but it was that evac that got him to Savannah very quickly, up there to St. Joseph, I believe, and y'all, along with the medical personnel there at the hospital and at the field, along with getting him there quickly, he's alive today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We have a great EMS system, and those guys responded quickly at the scene, immediately, started resuscitating him, and that really, really gets the ball rolling. And so we got him, when they got him to us, we got him, it's like a 25-minute flight. So we got him to the cardiologist where they could do whatever intervention they needed, probably by 8:30, 8:40. And so he fell out like 7:45. So that was a really good thing. If that would have happened and he'd have been at home, I don't know if he would have got the same rapid attention.
Because he was surrounded by doctors and EMS people. I mean, if you're going to have a heart attack, have it there. I mean, no one wants it, but if you're going to have it, you got medical personnel all around. You got an ambulance sitting right there next to the field, and you got a helicopter evac just a couple of miles away from the stadium.
Yep, God was looking out for him. He's got a plan for that, man.
All right, Air Evac, Life Team. Y'all got a big wing ding going on tomorrow, don't you? What's going on there, Donald?
Yes, sir. We partnered with the Chamber of Commerce and, other people at the base, and we're setting up and getting ready to celebrate our 10-year anniversary starting at 11 o'clock there in the hangar. So we are inviting, obviously all of our EMS partners, the hospital staff, EMS, fire, and the dispatch, and then the community, because the community has been a really big supporter for us. So we want everybody to come out 11 a.m. We're going to, have a few speakers, but for the most part, we want you to kind of meet our people at the base, meet our flight crew, and kind of look around and see what we got, and just celebrate with us for this 10-year anniversary.
And that's tomorrow beginning at 11 a.m. there at the pad next to the hospital, the Air Evac. Is that right?
That's right. 11 to 1, we're going to do a little open house. We're going to, have some refreshments there, so everybody come out if you can and say hello.
If you've ever had a chance to take a look inside the Air Evac helicopter, you need to do that. It's absolutely awesome. Talk to the pilot and everything, and see how, and talk to the medical personnel that are dedicated to the helicopter there. It's just a very interesting and informative just an event that you'll go to. I've looked at it before. I've talked to the pilot way back, and it's just to hear it all is eye-opening,
It is. We're like a mobile ICU. It's amazing all of the technology and medicine you can fit into the back of the helicopter. But essentially, it's a mobile ICU. We've got a critical care nurse, critical care paramedic, and highly trained pilots and the best mechanics in South Georgia. It is really a sight to be seen.
And you make people jealous. You say 25-minute flight from here to Savannah. Or most of us, it takes an hour, 15 minutes to hour and a half. It's just according to how much traffic. If you get on Abercorn, that's just usually bumper to bumper anyway.
That is. So with the traffic in Savannah, according to if you got in a wreck up there in the traffic, they may be 30 minutes getting you to one of the local hospitals up there. So having this access to the helicopter really, really improves everybody's outcomes and chances.
Now, this open house tomorrow there at Air Evac next to the hospital with the helicopter is open to everyone. Is that right? Everyone's invited to it tomorrow.
Yes, sir. This is us thanking the community for welcoming us with open arms like they did 10 years ago and supporting us. We have a membership. It's not required, but if you're a member, it's one less thing to worry about if you or anybody in your family needs to be flown. So we'll talk about that briefly and give people the opportunity to ask questions and do the membership if they want to also.
Okay. That membership saves folks a lot of money if they ever need the use of a helicopter. I can tell you that right now.
Yes, sir. One of those things you hope you never have to use, but it's good if you need it.
Okay. Bob, questions, comments for Donald Mixon this morning?
Just appreciate you coming in. Like I said, it's a well-needed.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate what y'all do getting the information out to our local area.
We know that you have a very important high-level meeting with Joe in just a few moments, so you got to get out of here.
I appreciate that.
Or we can just hang on to you and make Joe wait. Okay, Donald, good luck with your open house tomorrow beginning at 11 o'clock at Air Evac, the helicopter pad there next to the hospital. Folks, you will really enjoy looking inside the helicopter, talking to the pilot and to the medical personnel there, and we invite you to go to it tomorrow from 11 to 1. There'll be a few speakers, and there'll be some refreshments. All right, take care.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
All right, 105.5 FM, just let yourself out. Okay? And we'll tell you what, I'm going to play something here. And no, we'll go ahead and talk. All right, see you later. Bye-bye. All right, that's Donald Mixon there with Air Evac Life Team here in Jessup at the helicopter pad out there. 10 years they've been in town already, Bob. 10 years.
Time flies.
Time flies.
Never I said, if anybody wants to know how important that is, I said it wasn't anybody was a football game saw how important that is.
Yeah.
You know, talked to the Burke County coach. I said he sent that nice letter, talked about how everybody in Wayne County saved his life. So just, that thing is important. And I said that night's just still, how everything just fell into place. They talked about how it was 30 minutes later the air evac couldn't leave because of the fog. So, I mean, everything, the timing just worked perfectly for him. They said somebody was looking after him that night. But I said it was just, I said this thing saved a lot of lives over the 10 years, I'm sure.
And it's very interesting to take a look inside of it and see all the gadgets and gizmos and all that, and talk to the pilot on how he flies it, and seeing the area where they put the patients back there and the medical personnel that's back there and all the medical equipment they have. They cram a lot into that helicopter.
Yeah, it's just a great asset for the community, that's for sure.
Yep. And so that's tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., the open house there at Air Evac next to the hospital. Go take a look at the helicopter tomorrow from 11 to 1. All right, Bob, what's going on?
Yeah, I'm excited about this playoff. I said it's hard to repeat as national champion, but the more I see the schedule playing out, the more I see Georgia win another national title. I'm excited. Still number one. Ohio State, Michigan got to play each other. I still think Tennessee's in a great spot to get in at the 4th spot before it's all said and done. TCU's trying to hang on. They got a couple of tough games in the championship game, but SEC title games between Georgia and LSU, so Tennessee doesn't have to play a championship game. So they're going to sit there at 11-1. They only lost to the number one team in the country, Georgia, so they're going to get in. So they'll at least have 2 SEC teams in. The rest of the country is hoping, for goodness sake, that LSU doesn't beat Georgia, because if LSU beat Georgia, there'd be 3 SEC teams in there. Because they're not going to deny LSU if they're the SEC champion. Georgia's not going to drop from one totally out. So,
right.
So you'd have 3 SEC teams. That'll really have chaotic. That would make everybody's head burst across the country. Because
I know they're trying to, from 2024, 2025 to expand it to 12. One of those 2 years is going up.
They just need to expand it. And like I said, they can do it next year if they wanted to.
They're not doing it in 2023. They'll do it 24 or 25.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's 24.
I don't know why they're so stubborn. Just go ahead and do it. But like I said, if that scenario played out, then they'd probably go in there and just rip up the system and expand it immediately. I don't think Georgia's going to lose to LSU, though, so I'm not worried about that. But like I said, Georgia looks good. I said 2 more wins, regular season, Kentucky, and then get that SEC title game and then go to the playoffs again. So it'll be fun.
Okay.
Look for a good year.
All right. You're still covering that murder trial that's going on at the Wayne County Courthouse. Just a lot of pieces to that trial. A lot of people, a lot of pieces, different testimony, different lawyers.
Yeah.
And Bob will be there at the courthouse covering again today.
Should end someday this week. So let's
okay.
the jury
Are there
decides.
any other witnesses or people going to be on the stand? I mean,
there's a lot of witnesses.
A lot of witnesses, a lot of people going to be on the stand. That's the reason why it's going to continue on this week. So Bob's keeping up with us, so keep it tuned in to 105.5 FM to local news to get an update on the murder trial going on at the Wayne County Courthouse. He had an update on it this morning on the local news from yesterday's proceedings, and he'll do it again today and tomorrow morning, maybe even this afternoon like he did yesterday's court when it's over with. And then, of course, we got the big game coming up Friday night. Wayne County traveling up to Perry. Perry's got a senior-dominated team there.
Coach Shaw mentioned last night they've got 26 seniors on this year's squad. So very senior-laden team, a lot of talent. So a couple of cornerbacks going Division I. I think he said one's going to Army, one's going, I can't remember where else, but he'll mention it on the coach's show Friday afternoon, doing the coach's show in a few minutes here. I always do it on Wednesday morning. So looking forward to talking to Coach Shaw about Friday night's game, bring you some of his comments tomorrow and Friday, and also you can hear all his comments Friday at 6:30 on the coach's show, leads in the pregame show from Perry at 7 and kickoff at 7:30. So,
okay.
And if Wayne County wins, they go to the Elite Eight, and they'll play the winner of the North Oconee Lovett game. So, again, could possibly, on a coin flip, come back to Jessup, but and have to wait and see how all that turns out.
Right.
Got to hope Lovett beats North Oconee. If North Oconee wins, it's definitely at North Oconee, but if Lovett wins, they're both 2 seeds, so they'd flip a coin to determine where that game would be played. So first things first, though, you got to go up and beat Perry.
Got to beat Perry. Got to beat Perry in the second round of state playoff action up there in Perry. Kickoff still at 7:30. Is that correct?
All right.
Okay.
7:30 kickoff. I said we went to Perry but not to play Perry. We played veterans.
Right, we played veterans up there
yeah.
in Perry.
But since then, they've got a turf field. They've done a lot of improvements to the stadium. So I can't remember playing Perry High School. I mean, I'm trying to think, but
yeah.
I don't remember.
This
might be the first meeting between Wayne and Perry, but they've got a good football team. Talked to their coach yesterday. Like I said, he just said it's going to be cold weather, so if people are coming, make sure they dress warm.
Yep,
Tickets will be available at the gate. You can pay cash, $10 again. It goes up each round. Last week was $8. This week is $10. Next week it'll be $12. The following week it'll be $15, and $20 for the state championship game. So GHSA just jacks the price up every game. So it's a racket. They got to go, but that's my soapbox, and I'm staying on it.
You're staying on it, huh?
Yeah, I got several state representatives agreeing with me. I got the attorney general agreeing with me. Got to do is get the governor to agree with me and get rid of those people. So it's just a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah. Where there's a will, there's a way.
All right.
I'm on a mission.
Then you got to have something. You guys still got to have a governing body of some sort.
I'm like the Blues Brothers. I'm on a mission.
You're on a mission. You're on a mission. On a mission from God.
They got to go.
But you still got to have some sort of governing body.
Well, they can make a different organization.
All right. Well, we'll see. There's a city council meeting last night. The city council voted to expand the construction area along South Macon. Is that right?
Yeah, they passed a TIA resolution. That was a controversial issue last night, 4-2. But I said my head was exploding last night. So I didn't allow it.
What does that mean? If they're gonna make a roundabout where and do something?
Sure. You have to get Dale Keith in here. He knows more about it.
Okay, got to get Dale Keith in here to explain what the TIA resolution means, since the city council passed it last night to help with the traffic flow
the IDA
there in the industrial authority.
Well, I understand the IDA owns the land, so it's just a improvement to that area.
Right, the industrial park there, they're looking to help with the improvement of the traffic flow. You got so many trucks that go through there. They're looking for a huge roundabout there.
They're trying to use
the TIA money to be able to expand that so the trucks can get in and out of the industrial park more easily. Is that correct?
They're trying to get the trucks off that road. They're trying to improve that area.
Okay.
So, I said I don't really know a lot about it. You'd have to get somebody else.
Go get Dale in here. Don't say go get Dale. Get Dale. Call him and say, Dale, come in here to explain this to us. What's going to be on with this TIA project? Now the city's approved it. It's going to happen. You got the money there on the TIA taxes that are coming in. And so it looks like it's a done deal. It's just going to matter of when.
The good news is they passed that resolution, because they said last night if they didn't pass that resolution, that money would go somewhere else. So the money's coming to Wayne County for that project. So I'm glad
they want to go to another county. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So we got it.
That's what the emphasis was last night. If you pass on this project, then you're going to lose that funding. So I'm glad they passed it.
And I'm really surprised that 2 city commissioners voted against this project. I'm just really, really surprised about that, because you seem like you want the improvement there. You don't want to miss out on that money. You don't want to miss out on the improvement of making the traffic area better there. And if Jessup and Wayne County don't get the money, that TIA money goes somewhere else and not here at Jessup and Wayne County. And luckily, the city council passed it 4-2, and we'll see what happens with that. And as the traffic flow, they try to get that traffic flow better in Industrial Park.
Yeah, Bill Schumann might be the better person to get on the show. Like I said,
Bill Schumann
is very knowledgeable, city engineer. He's the one in charge of all these projects.
Okay.
Has all the expertise, very knowledgeable. I said, I don't know what we do. I don't know what's going to happen when we lose people like Bill Schumann, Elton Aspwall, people like that. They've been with the county and the city for years and have all this expertise. So
I know.
I mean, they're
kind of hard to beat experience.
Yeah, they're very, very valuable.
Yeah. So
plus, they're good people.
We're open for the rest of the month, so give them a buzz. We got a blank calendar in there.
I don't think Bill likes publicity. I think he's.
We'll get Dale then.
He's one of those behind the scenes guys.
All right, get Dale then. Dale knows it all.
I'm telling you, he's one of the most knowledgeable people.
Oh yeah.
If you ever see him at a meeting, I mean, the guy knows his stuff. It's a great asset to Wayne County.
Oh yeah.
People like that are just invaluable.
That's true. That's true.
I'm glad to have him. We're lucky to have him, really. But he emphasized how important that project is for that area. So I'm glad they passed it. I said it'll be a good improvement. It'll be years before we see it come for
fruition. It'll take a while to get it built.
So,
yeah, we know how construction is.
Progress.
You talk about it today, and then 10 years later, it's completed. Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. So Wayne County wants to move forward.
Wants to move forward. There's no coasting. You're moving forward or you're moving backwards. Look at a lot of the counties around the state of Georgia, and you ride through them. They look like ghost town because they just didn't move forward. You got to move forward or you fall back. 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. I'd like to remind you that coming up between 8:35 and 8:40, you have the opportunity to win a couple of tickets to the Wayne County Young Farmers Truck and Tractor Pool that will be held this Friday and Saturday nights. Moved from last weekend to this weekend because of the storm last week. Got beautiful weather for this coming weekend, and we'll give away 2 tickets this morning between 8:35 and 8:40 right here on 105.5 FM. You seen any new movies lately, Bob?
I have not.
You have not? Wow, that doesn't sound right.
It's football season. I don't see a lot of movies during football season. It's a busy time.
You're watching football games and going to football games instead of going to movies,
my weekends are consumed with
I couldn't even tell you the last time I went to a movie. Yeah. But there's a lot of, this is the holiday season. You got the big movies that come out between now and through the end of December. As people are out of school and work and so forth, they put out the big movies during that time period, just like they do in the summer and stuff like that. Got these big blockbusters out right now. So no new movies for Bob. Huh?
Not lately. I said it's all about football.
It's all about football.
I love college football. 10 o'clock to midnight Saturday.
Where's ESPN Game Day? ESPN Game Day going to be this weekend,
I believe they're going to TCU Baylor. Maybe that's Fox. One of them's going to TCU Baylor. I'm not sure where ESPN is.
Fox is always at a Big Ten school.
Well, they're going to, I saw the Fox. They're going to TCU Baylor. That's where they're going.
Are they?
Yep.
Okay.
That's where they're headed. I'm not sure where ESPN Game Day is going.
All right.
Maybe going the same place. That's a big game. I said TCU Horned Frogs undefeated, sitting at number 4 in the playoff committees. So Ohio State, Michigan's still a few weeks away. They play Thanksgiving weekend.
Same weekend.
Georgia Tech play.
Tech game, yeah.
Georgia Tech game's been moved to 12 noon game for TV. So if you're going
12 noon,
you're going to the game. Make
sure you get
Athens.
There. Yep. That's an early kickoff.
12 noon kickoff for Athens, Georgia. So.
Yes, sir. You got to get up at the crack of dawn to get up there by then and see that game.
The Kentucky game's a 3:30 game this weekend at Kentucky, and I'm sure they're going to be mad as a hornet after getting beat by Vanderbilt. So I'm sure. I believe Coach Stoops got those boys running wind sprints all day long. How do you lose to Vanderbilt? How do you lose to Vanderbilt? That was a shocker.
That was a shocker, wasn't it?
I want to know what's going on in Texas A&M.
That is a disaster there. That is a tragedy that's going on at Texas A&M. And he's had such a big buyout, they can't afford to buy him out.
And Jimbo said he had one of the best teams ever.
Yeah, he was all fired up about this year.
They were preseason top 5.
He wasn't that great a coach at Florida State, and he hasn't been that great a coach at Texas. He's got a good agent or publicity director there. Publicity agent, because his hype is a lot better than his coaching.
They're saying it's the curse of Nick Saban. Him and Nick Saban got in a little spat.
Oh, it ain't. He's had that. He didn't do that great at Florida State. Yeah, and he hasn't done that great at Texas A&M, even before the little spat there with Saban. And Saban wasn't trying to make a spat with it. He was just, should have worded it differently, he said. But to me, his hype is a lot bigger than his coaching ability. And you hear that a lot on our AM station, Fox Sports, AM 1370 WLOP The Buzz. And they talk about his hype and his record and so forth.
I wonder if he survives. I still don't think. I think he's going to be gone at the end of the year.
Well, if they do, they're going to have to.
They don't care.
They have to break out that. He's got a huge buyout. Huge buyout.
They got so much money nowadays. They don't care. It's all about winning. They're losing their fan base. They're 3-7 or
yeah.
It's unreal.
Yeah. Speaking of,
nobody thought that was going to happen this year.
No one thought that was going to happen. They thought it would be in the hunt for the West L there this year. And speaking of losing your coaching position after 1 year, what about Lowndes County? What happened to this guy? He's there 1 year, and they kick him out the door.
They want to win. It's all about winning.
But that's 1 year. There's got to be something else going on there, man.
Superintendent, his quote was, "It was a hard decision, but we had to do what's best for kids." And this guy had to go, so he kicked him out the door after 1 year.
So you out of here.
Out of here.
You out of here. Don't let the door hit you in the butt on the way out. Huh?
I don't think he had a buyout clause.
No, I think in high school they don't have buyout.
He's out of luck.
I'm sure he'll fall. You know, there's going to be a lot of coaching changes. You know, like I said, they don't go anywhere. They just recycle. He'll recycle to another high school somewhere.
He came from a good program, led a team somewhere.
I'm sure he did. If they hired him, he had to come from a good program. They wouldn't have hired someone.
I think he came from Thomasville, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway,
they wouldn't have been like the Indianapolis Colts and hire no one with any experience. He's still getting blasted.
Who's that?
In Indy.
Oh yeah.
You hired the announcer.
The guy won.
I know he did win. All he ever coached was high school football, but mainly he's been an announcer, a sports announcer. Here he is. He's 1-0 in the NFL. Oh, boy. What did they play? The Raiders? Didn't they beat the Raiders or something like that?
They beat the Raiders, right?
Yeah, they said that was anybody could have done that.
Who knows who's going to win the NFL? Nobody had the Commanders beating the Eagles last night.
Nobody. Nobody had the Commanders winning.
You can't do anything but the NFL. That's
no,
just
you can't.
Crazy league.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right. Anything else, Bob?
Nope.
Oh, I know you got to get to the courthouse.
Have a good day. I got to go do the coach's show first.
Coach's show first in the courthouse. All right. Have a good day. All right. The world famous Butch and Bob show right here on WIFO, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Vans Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn and Associates.